My brother Marcus walked into Lexington Capital's downtown offices on a Tuesday afternoon and asked to speak to my boss, claiming he had urgent family concerns about my character that would affect my job performance. He proceeded to tell Nathan, who has been my best friend since college and is now the managing partner of the firm, that I was irresponsible, unreliable, and not worthy of the regional director promotion that was being finalized that week. My brother actually used the phrase family obligation to try to convince Nathan that he was just looking out for everyone's best interests. What Marcus didn't know was that Nathan and I had been roommates for 4 years in college. What he didn't know was that Nathan had been to my house for every major holiday for the past 15 years. What he didn't know was that Nathan had met Marcus before, multiple times, and Nathan absolutely despised him. But most importantly, what Marcus didn't know was that the entire conversation was about to be the worst decision of his life. My name is Gregory Fleming, and I was about to watch my own brother become collateral damage in a situation he created entirely by himself. Let me rewind about 6 months. Marcus and I grew up in different worlds despite having the same parents. I'm 5 years older. By the time Marcus was born, I was already in school, already had my own group of friends, already developing a personality separate from my family. Marcus, on the other hand, was sheltered, coddled. My mother constantly compared us, which is never a good thing with siblings. Gregory's so independent, she'd say. Marcus needs more help. He's sensitive. Marcus was sensitive. He was also jealous. Intensely, chronically jealous of anything I achieved. When I got accepted to Stanford, he cried because he hadn't gotten in. When I graduated with honors, he stopped calling for 3 weeks. When I got my first promotion at Lexington, he didn't congratulate me. He asked how much money I was making so he could compare it to his own salary at his much less prestigious firm. Our parents had always enabled this. They'd tell me I needed to be more considerate of Marcus's feelings. They'd suggest that maybe I should downplay my accomplishments so he wouldn't feel bad. They expected me to manage his emotions about my own life. I stopped doing that around age 25. When I was being considered for the regional director position, it was a big deal. We're talking $200,000 salary, plus bonus, plus equity. It was the biggest achievement of my career. It was also the promotion that Marcus had been chasing at his own company and didn't get. The emails started arriving in late March. From Marcus, asking about the promotion, asking if I'd gotten lucky again, asking if I was sure I was actually qualified or if Nathan was just playing favoritism. The emails were passive-aggressive and mean-spirited in that specific way that only family members can be. I didn't engage. I didn't respond. I just let them sit in my inbox as documentation of his jealousy. Then, the Tuesday before the promotion was set to be officially announced, Marcus showed up at my office building. Nathan called me into his office around 3 p.m. His expression was completely unreadable, which is unusual for Nathan. He's an open person. He laughs easily. He doesn't hide things. "Your brother was here," Nathan said without preamble. "Marcus?" "At the office. Downstairs, in the lobby. He asked to speak to me. Said he had urgent concerns about your character. About whether you were suitable for the director position." I felt my face get hot. "What did he say?" "He said you were irresponsible. That you'd always been irresponsible. That your family was concerned about this sudden promotion and worried it was based on personal friendship rather than actual merit. He said you had a history of making poor decisions. He implied that I was showing favoritism because we went to college together." I couldn't even speak for a moment. "What did you say?" I finally asked. I asked him to leave. Then I called security and informed them that no family members should be allowed into the building to discuss employees' job performance. "I'm so sorry, Nathan. I had no idea he was going to." "Gregory, relax. This doesn't change anything." Nathan leaned back in his chair and actually smiled. "Do you know how many executives at major firms have personal relationships with their bosses? Pretty much all of them. The difference is that most of them don't let their jealous siblings come down to the office and try to sabotage the relationship." He was trying to sabotage me. Obviously. He was jealous and angry and he took a swing at you through me. It didn't work. And now I'm going to enjoy watching what happens next. "What do you mean?" "I mean your brother just committed what could be interpreted as slander against your professional reputation. He just attempted to interfere with your employment. He just gave me plenty of evidence that there's significant family dysfunction that should probably be documented." Nathan pulled out his phone and started typing. "What are you doing?" I asked, sending an email to legal. We're going to get a cease and desist drafted. We're going to document everything Marcus said. We're going to make very clear to your brother that if he ever tries to contact me, this company, or any of our clients about your character or qualifications again, we will pursue legal action for slander, tortious interference with employment, and potentially harassment. Nathan, you don't have to do that. I know I don't have to. I want to. Because your brother just tried to interfere with a promotion that was based entirely on merit. I've watched you work for 5 years. I've seen your performance metrics. I know why you got this promotion. And I'm not going to let some jealous sibling use lies to undermine that. The cease and desist letter arrived at Marcus's house 3 days later. It was on official Lexington Capital letterhead. It was signed by the company's legal counsel. It outlined everything he'd said to Nathan, labeled it as slander and tortious interference, and informed him that any further contact with Nathan, the company, or any of our clients regarding my employment would result in legal action. The letter also included a copy of Nathan's email to legal documenting the entire incident, time-stamped, with all the details. Marcus called me immediately after receiving it. You sent a cease and desist letter? Against your own brother? What the hell is wrong with you? I didn't send it. Nathan did. And honestly, you're lucky that's all he did. He can't send letters like that to your family. That's harassment. You went to his office, Marcus. You attempted to sabotage my career. What did you think would happen? I was trying to help. I was concerned about you. I didn't think a cease and desist letter was an appropriate response. You weren't concerned about me. You were jealous. And you were trying to sabotage my promotion because you didn't get yours. That's not fair. It's completely fair. And now you have a legal document on file saying that you attempted tortious interference with my employment. That's going to follow you, Marcus. That's going to affect your career. He hung up. The next few weeks were challenging. My parents called, upset that I'd allowed Nathan to send a legal letter to Marcus. They said I should protect family. They said I should make it go away. They implied that I was being cruel and vindictive. I told them that Marcus had attempted to ruin my career out of pure jealousy, and that was on him. I told them that I wasn't responsible for managing his emotions about my success anymore. I told them that if they wanted to help, they could encourage Marcus to get therapy to deal with his jealousy issues instead of acting out. My parents didn't call back for 3 months. But my promotion went through. I became regional director. My salary jumped to $200,000. I got the office with the corner windows. I got a team of 15 people reporting to me. And I got the satisfaction of knowing that my brother's attempt to sabotage me had failed completely. Nathan and I actually became closer after the incident. We'd already been friends for 15 years, but this situation solidified something. He proved that he valued our friendship enough to protect it legally. He proved that he believed in me and my qualifications. He proved that he wasn't going to let anyone, family or otherwise, manipulate him through lies. Your brother's a perfect example of why I love being friends with people I actually chose, Nathan said one day over lunch. Family is an accident of birth. Friends are a choice. And I choose to be friends with people who don't try to sabotage my career. Marcus eventually moved to a different company in a different state. I assume he was trying to get away from the situation, or maybe just trying to find a place where nobody knew about the cease and desist letter. I don't know because we don't talk anymore. My parents occasionally mention that he's doing fine, or that he got a promotion at his new job. I nod and change the subject. I'm not interested in Marcus's career anymore. He made his choice when he walked into my workplace and tried to destroy my reputation. What surprised me most wasn't that Marcus was jealous. Family jealousy is relatively common. What surprised me was how willing he was to cross a line that couldn't be uncrossed. He didn't try to talk to me. He didn't express his concerns privately. He went to my boss, the person whose opinion matters most to my career, and lied. That's not a mistake. That's not a moment of weakness. That's a deliberate choice to attempt professional sabotage. And once you make that choice, you can't undo it. 5 years later, I'm still in my regional director position. I've been promoted once since then to senior director. I have a team of 40 people. I have a salary that puts me in the top 5% of earners in the country. I have a career that I built through hard work and merit. Nathan is now a partner at the firm. He got married 3 years ago. I was in the wedding party. We still talk every week. We still go to lunch once a month. And I haven't spoken to Marcus in 5 years. My parents have tried to reconcile us multiple times. They've said things like, "You need to forgive him," and "He's your brother," and "You should reach out." But I haven't and I won't. Because forgiveness requires accountability, and Marcus has never acknowledged what he did or apologized for it. The last time I heard anything about him was through a mutual family friend who mentioned that he's still angry about the cease and desist letter, that he tells people it was unfair, that he still believes he was just trying to help. He was never trying to help. He was trying to protect his ego. And when that didn't work, he tried to sabotage me instead. The fact that he still doesn't understand, that tells me everything I need to know about whether he's capable of the kind of growth that would make reconciliation possible. Sometimes I think about what would have happened if Nathan had actually believed Marcus. If Nathan had been someone who wasn't my friend first and my boss second. If Nathan had been someone susceptible to manipulation. In that scenario, my career would have been damaged at a critical moment. I might not have gotten the promotion. I might have had to rebuild trust. I might have had years of dealing with doubt about my qualifications. And it would have been because my own brother tried to destroy me out of jealousy. The fact that Nathan was my college roommate, my best friend, someone who knew me and believed in me, that was the only thing that saved my career. And that's actually kind of beautiful in a twisted way. It means that the people we choose to keep close to us matter more than the family we're born into. It means that loyalty and friendship are worth more than blood. It means that when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, the jealous voices don't stand a chance. Marcus never understood that. And that's why he's not in my life anymore. Because I chose Nathan. And I choose the people who choose me back.